Hey guys, I'm Mimbo to back it over with another video, and today I'm ranking every pay-per-view of this year on a tier list. It's my first ever tier list I've ever done. It's gonna be very exciting, and I hope to do more tier lists. So let's just get straight into it. And we got the first one, UFC 311. And UFC 311, I'm gonna put it in a B tier, just because we got robbed of a really good main event. Armin Sarukin pulls out last minute, and we get Money Mukano. Money Mukano gets the final boss basically after saying he wanted easy money type fights. Bro got the final boss, but realistically, this was a really good uh card in general. It's just the main event was kind of weak. Um, it would have been 10 times better if we would have saw Armin Sarukin. But this is why Armin Sarukin is not getting a title shot. This is why. It's because of this. Islam dominates Money Mukano off the bat, and this is why, like, I talk about Islam's resume is kind of weak, but it's never his fault why his lightweight resume is kind of like is weak because of stuff like this. This guy, every time someone pulls out of his fights, it happened with Money Mukano, happened with Bobby Green stepped in last minute, like you gotta feel bad. I feel bad for Islam sometimes. But this was a weak main event, but the co-main was a banger. And this is what really made me start liking Marab. This fight right here, Marab just freaking oh man. Loses the first 2 rounds. Umar got basically gasses out and then the machine takes over. And this is Marab's probably best performance he's ever put on. I think Umar's really good, and Marab just beat him the last 3 rounds. Man, it was so beautiful to watch. And then Yuri Proskes versus Jamal Hill. Man, who doesn't love a Yuri fight? Who doesn't? Who the hell cares about Johnson? Man. Then we got to see D. Ritter get his first big win. This is when I was a big Rainer D. Ritter fan. Not anymore, not anymore. Kevin Holland, most inconsistent fighter. Peyton Talbot loses, and I can't believe this guy is not ranked still because he is still killing it. Even with Peyton Talbot, I think he's on what? Let me check. How many fights have you won? Let's see. Fight history, benches. Yeah, look at this. This guy, by the way, still hasn't got a ranked opponent yet. Come on now. Come on now. Like, come on. Alright. But outside of that, Bongon gets a win. Like, overall, really good main card, I'd say. Just weak main event. And the prelims were really nice. This card belongs in a B tier just because the whole reason why you go in and buy a pay per view is you going to see the main event. And the main event wasn't that good. Speaking of a weak card, we're gonna make a D tier. I gotta make a D tier real quick. There, I added a D tier now. But we got UFC 312. And UFC 312, Drickus versus Duplessis. We have Mr. Jabs and Teep Strickland. This fucking guy, this fucking guy. Like, very weak, very weak. Very weak main card. Very weak card in general. Uh, Drickus goes out there and shows why he won the first fight. Beat Strickland in a pretty dominant, not dominant, but just overall showed everyone why he's better than Strickland. Very boring fight though. It's not very boring, but just like, man, it was boring. It was boring to watch. This like I said, this card sucked. Tyson Shera gets a big win. Kobe, it was nice seeing Zhang Wang win. That was nice, I will say. Jimmy Crooks gets a draw. Jake Matthews gets a win. Like, it's not really an interesting card. Very weak. Just we see Ilya's brother Alexander Taporia gets a win. He's looked nice. Oh, and whoa, Sadakil gets this is the night he became the Redeemer. I forgot. This is the night that it happened. Captain India goes down, man. R.I.P. This guy would have said. I remember this guy said he's gonna beat Khabib or some shit. Like, pipe down. All right. Salkill gets a huge win and becomes a fan favorite, basically. That's the like one positive thing to take away from this card, I will say. But it's just a not a good card. I'm gonna move it to the D tier. Um, just a very very weak card. Now we got UFC 313. Yeah, I think I want to. Do I want to put this C or B? I'm gonna put C for now. This could be changing, but it was where is it? Where is it? It was right here. Uh, if, Uncle Ive gets to win in a pretty boring fashion. Honestly, the fight wasn't too much. Prayer was hurt. Didn't do too much. It was Uncle Ive wins a close fight against Pereira. Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev was a fun fight to watch. The problem is, this is Gaethje's like last win since getting knocked out brutally by Max Holloway. And now this guy's fighting for an interim belt. Yeah, leave it at that. Jalen Turner loses to Ignacio Bahamas. Yeah, Ignatius has been a nice fighter for a while now, so I hope to see him fight a little bit more because he is a really good fighter, really talented. So, overall though, just a weak card. We see the beautiful knockout by Marco Rufio. RIP to Bobby Green. I'm gonna miss you. Oh, Joshua Van. Now we have Joshua Van was in on this card. We're very like I said, this is why I love Joshua Van, and I know we get a lot of hate, but this guy is so active. He's extremely active, and I gotta respect Joshua Van for being active because man, we're gonna be talking about because we're reviewing on the card. We're gonna be talking about Hamzat later. We're gonna be talking about Mister Inactive as fuck Hamzat. But and Bruno Ferreira gets another win. Bruno Ferreira's been also really active as well during the stretch. But overall, just a weak card. Not too much. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the C. We can do better than this. This could be a way better card. And you know where they do better is UFC 314. I don't know if I want to put this S tier, but put in S tier though. For now, because I love this card. This card was so fun. The main card was so good. The comeback of Volk, who didn't want to see that. Volk gets a huge win. Just outclasses Diego Lopez for 5 rounds. It was beautiful to watch the comeback story. Everyone thought Volk was washed. You know, Volk still has it. Unk still got it moment. And then for me, we get to see Patty the fucking Batty gets a huge win over Michael Chandler. Dominates Michael Chandler for 3 rounds, knocks him out, gets the TKO. And he just showed why he's a better fighter. This is why Patty Pimlet's fighting for interim belt right now. This is why. It's because the performance he put on. You know, it was against a 38-year-old Michael Chandler. Charles Oliveira got a title shot by going 5 rounds with Michael Chandler. So, like, not a crazy thing if you want to say that. Like, I'm tired of hearing that. The only thing that hurts this card was Yair versus Patricio Pitbull. This fight was so boring. So, this is, by the way, Yair's last fight, by the way. This guy still hasn't been announced for any fights. Where you been, Yair? Bryce Mitchell gets absolutely dominated by John Silva. That was nice to see. I do like to see that one. And the comeback story we all love with Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes knocks out Nikita Kalaev. It was like Conor McGregor style. Nikita freaking goes through and Dominic Reyes lands a beautiful just like left hand. Just beautiful to watch. Dan Ige gets a win. Overall, like I said, it's a good card. We got the Goon. I forgot the Goon who was on this card. Chase Hooper. RIP to him. But he gets a nice win. Overall, though, this is a really good card. The prelims are really good. And the main card, like I said, was extremely good. And when the main card could be extremely good, man, it's up there. I don't know. We make some changes at the end, but right now, that's a S tier. Okay. Now we got UFC 314. Oh, not 315. Hmm. Oh, do I want to put this B or C? I'm just leave it at C for now, just because overall it's a pretty weak card. Even though we get to see the boy fucking JDM win, that was lovely to see JDM, and honestly, one of the best title fights we've seen in a while. It was just a lovely scrap. It was a beautiful scrap through and throughout. 5 rounds. I'm usually a Bilal hater. Bilal, man, he gave a lot of respect. I will say this fight, willing to scrap with JDM. What a legend. Um, you wish Bilal, or not wish, but Bilal should have used his wrestling more, but he couldn't stop JDM. This is why I became a JDM. Now I've always been a JDM Glazer, but like JDM's the dog, man. He's the man. Even though we talk about it later, but JDM's the dog. And this is very fun. This is a beautiful scrap. One of my favorite title fights of the year. We see Shevchenko just dominate, not dominate, but just keep her title. No one could beat her. The robbery of the century, not century, but Jose should have won. Screw Ayman Zahabi. Just absolutely robbing Jose Aldo, I think. Natalia Silva gets a nice win. The comeback of Benoit Saint Denis starts. Benoit's been on a win streak now. Do I want to put this card in higher? Because it took. There's some the fights were good. Like Eamon Jose almost finishes Eamon Zahabi at the end. And then we see the redemption of Benoit. But the problem is, it's just not big names. There's just not a lot of big names on this card, as you see. And that's the issue, and that's why I think I'm gonna leave it where it's at right now and see. It's just too weak. We have to how I want a main card to be usually is there have to be a lot of ranked fights. You can't just give a lot of unranked. And I saw people hate, but like two women's fights. Come on now, we're not trying to. I'm not trying to see all that. Oh, it's has to do better. Uh, Now we got UFC 316. And UFC 316, pretty C as well. Not a decent card. It's just okay. Nothing too spectacular. The rematch no one wanted to see. Marab again dominates Sean O'Malley, gets a submission when Marab just this is Marab's year, man. Even though he lost his last fight, this is the year of Marab, and Marab gets a nice win. Gets a submission win over Sean O'Malley. It was like Marab's first submission in man, I don't even know, like 5 years or something. Just puts the BTA on Sean O'Malley, and we see Kayla Harris, Kayla Harris has been one of my favorite women's fighter. She gets nice submissions over Julia Pena. But overall, just like a weak card because we have Kevin Gastelum on the main card in the big 2025. Joe Pyford is a dog. I love seeing Joe Pyford. Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. Everyone was glazing Patchy Mix at first, saying this guy is the next UFC champ. Patchy Mix this, Patchy Mix that, and this guy has the worst head movement, worst feet movement I ever seen from a UFC fighter. Like insane. Oh, and Kevin Holland. Everyone thought Kevin Holland was gonna have a comeback over here. We wish. We wish. But overall, oh yeah, and this is what I mean. Joshua Van again is on this card. Like Joshua Van's a dog, always active. But just a weak overall card. The GOAT is on here. Waldo Costa. Sal Kill's on it. But it's just not a look. I don't know. Do I want to put this? This is a tough one. I'm leaving C, but it could go up to B. And this is another. I'm gonna move. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna move UFC 314 because I'm a Pit Glazer. I can't be glazing that much. Because this one will go as UFC 317, UFC International Fight Week. It was beautiful. Obviously, RP to Charles Oliveira. When I say we all wanted Charles to win. Uh, I don't care what the Ilya fans had said. We all wanted Charles Oliveira to win, but it's fine. It's fine. Ilya just brutally knocks out Charles in the first. Brutally. And Ilya shows why he's the best lightweight. Again, the guy's impressive. Gets the belt over Charles Oliveira. Too bad he won't be defending. And I feel bad for Charles, man. I feel bad. You get knocked out so brutally just so the champ could freaking be inactive for a whole year, and now they have an interim belt you can't fight for because you got knocked out. Like you gotta feel bad because he probably would be fighting for an interim belt if he didn't get the title shot against Ilya. So you gotta feel bad for Charles. But then we have Pantoja defends his belt against Kai Kara France in a pretty good fight. He gets a submission over Kai Kara France. Now we haven't seen Kai Kara. Kai Kara won't be fighting for a whole year now. And Pantoja, man, this shows you why Pantoja is one of the flyweight goats, man. He's not the goat, but he's number two. And then we got fight of the night, Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. Probably maybe fight of the year, you could say. It's that good of a fight, man. That good. It was just an ongoing scrap back and forth. And Ben Dariush versus Money Mukano. Money Mukano, a tough loss for him because everyone thought Beneil was back because I know Beneil's such a good fighter, and yeah, he didn't get chin this fight, but yeah, his last fight he got chin so badly, dude. But it was a nice little bounce back win. Maybe I don't know if it's a final win because I don't really think Beneil should be fighting that much longer. But we see, we see. Then Money Mukano gets a loss. Like, all right, people, Money Mukano, man, we really wish he'd a win. But then Peyton Talbot gets a comeback win over Felipe Lima. And man, this was a super impressive win for Peyton Talbot because Felipe Lima is I think he's a very talented fighter, very good. And the prelims, we see RoboCop gets a win, and like Terrence McKinney gets a win. Like overall, it's a really good card, one of the strongest cards of the year. That's why I'm gonna have it in S tier right now. All right, now we got UFC 318, the BMF card. Uh this card was genuinely good. It just wasn't strong. I'm gonna put it B. Hate all you want. This was a good, very weak card, but the fights turned out to be good. Obviously the scrap between Max Holloway versus Dustin, that was just a fun main event. Paulo Costa with another scrap over Roman Kopylov wins. Kevin Holland, man, Kevin fucking Holland. How do you lose to D-Rob? How, man? How? I don't get this, man. And this fight was a scrap. This fight was so entertaining back and forth. Man, Kevin Holland, dude, how the fuck you lose to D-Rod? Huh. God damn, then Danny Gay versus freaking Pitbull. Pitbull gets his first UFC win in a boring fashion. This fight was boring. I don't even want to say too much because, yeah, it was just boring as shit. But then Unk still got it. I remember I took Michael Johnson to win because he was like the biggest underdog in this card. I'm like, I have a feeling Unk still got it because I didn't think Daniel had was any. He's okay, but I didn't think he was gonna be Michael Johnson, even though Michael Johnson's tiny and stuff. This guy only throws his legs, man. Body side kicks, dude. That's it. I thought Michael Johnson was gonna outfork him. He has better speed. Unk still got it. Like I said, overall though, like a pretty decent card because Marvin Vettori versus Brennan Allen was a pretty solid fight. Kyle Fezzik versus Felicia Oliveira was a pretty solid fight. Yeah, this is a pretty good card overall. Even though it's a BMF card, it could have been stronger. I thought the main card could have been way stronger. The fights turned out pretty good, I'd say. And do you want to do this? Yeah, screw it. No, I'm gonna put A tier, A tier, and I talk about why this is A tier right now because of UFC 319, how the main event went. It was probably the most hyped main event of the year, I will say. It probably was, but the issue with that, the fight was boring. It was a fucking dude. Hamza just out grappled Dricus du Plessis for freaking 25 minutes. I didn't do anything. I don't care. He dominated him and stuff. The fight was very boring, dude. You're telling me to go watch grappling? No, because your ass wouldn't watch that as well. I know every single Hamzat fan who says, brother, he smashed him, he smashed him. You did not think this fight was fucking entertaining, and I know it. I know damn well you never want to watch this shit. So that's all I have to say about it. That's all I have to say. But what makes this card so good is the what happens the main card. The main card was so good. We get Laurel Murphy gets a spinning elbow on Aaron Pico, a beautiful setup. He because Aaron Pico was just showed no respect to Laurel Murphy the entire fight, constantly walking him down, and Lerone clips him with the spinning elbow. And I thought Aaron Pico looked good as well. He was winning, but hey, he got set up really nice. Same thing with Jeff Neal. Carlos Pratas is one of the most dangerous strikers in welterweight, man. A beautiful, beautiful spinning elbow. When I heard the noise it made as well, dude, ugh, nasty, nasty. The GOAT as well, Michael Venom Page wins a decision. Dude, he gets this like beautiful strike, and the crowd's going crazy. Calm down now. Calm down now. Like I love Michael Venom Page. Jared Cannonier's Unk 40 was he? Jared Cannonier's like 42, 40. Same thing with Michael Venom Page though. But we all love Michael Venom Page. And then this one pisses me off. We got Unk Tim Elliott getting a win in the big 2025. Kaya Sakura is supposed to be this elite Japanese prospect. This guy fucking sucks. He has no grappling. Got submitted both times, dude. Got to work on that a little bit, dude. Then the prelims were pretty nice. You get Hamzat's teammate gets a really nice win. Gets a submission. I'll talk about him later. Actually, I'll talk about him later. Chase Hooper, the Gooner, gets knocked out pretty bad by Hernandez. Edson Barbosa loses. Like man, it's okay. It's a good card overall. The prelims were nice. They were entertaining. Like it's a good card. I put an A. Just I may go to S because it is the main card is so good. It's just the main event was so ass. But this one deserves UFC 320 deserves to be an S tier. No question. UFC 320, one of the most satisfying wins. I say probably the most satisfying main event of the year, especially for me, dude. Seeing Alex Pereira knock out Ankalaev like that was beautiful to watch. It was beautiful. You know, Ankalaev, I know I wanted him to be champ. We all want Pereira to be champ. So entertaining to watch. Such a beautiful. It just with when Pereira's the champ, it's always nice. I will say it's better than having Ankalaev, and I don't care what the Ankalaev fans are gonna say. But Alex Pereira wins a beautiful knockout. Pressured Ankalaev very early on. Like Ankalaev looked scared throughout the whole first round. When then Alex Pereira lands a big shot. This is why we watch UFC, man. This is the type of reasons why we watch it. It's because of shit like this, man. It was beautiful. Then Marab just absolutely puts on a clinic on Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen got dropped like 22 times. He did a good job of getting up, but dude, he was just constantly being taken down, constantly. One of my favorite fights. This may be like a top 3 fight of the year, dude. Khalil Roundtree versus Yuri Process versus Khalil Roundtree, dude. Khalil, man, one of my favorite fighters. And Yuri as well is one of my favorite fighters. He's legit my YouTube profile picture. Man, he knocks your Khalil Roundtree out in the third. Khalil was winning. He was winning the entire fight to the third. He gassed out, man. Oh, Yuri, man. Yuri's a dog though. This is why Yuri's a dog. This guy's losing all 2 rounds, and bro just freaking finds a way to win. Finds a way to win and knocks him out. Like what a beautiful thing to watch. That's beautiful to watch. Uh, what a beautiful main card. But then this one was weird. Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Salal. Yusuf Salal submits him real quick. I was quite surprised when he submitted him. Oh yeah, and Joe Pyford. Joe Pyford got out grappled in all the first round. Then Abus gassed out. That's Abus's whole thing. Is he gasses out every fight. He did that with Sean Strickland, gasses out, Strickland knocks him out. He's known for just gassing out. And Joe Pyford, he saw him gas out, takes him down, and submits him. I can't remember what truly happens, but I forget. And the prelims, dude. The prelims really nice. Atiba gets a very beautiful knockout. Freaking baby Korean zombie gets knocked down in one of the most funny fashions ever. Bro was emoting the entire time, and bro got clipped. Patchy Mix Pat, yo, Patchy Mix was actually robbed. He was robbed, but it doesn't matter because he still sucks at fighting. Come on now, come on. But overall, just a really, really good card. One of the best cards of the year, dude. This is why I have it in S tier. This is why. It's because we live for stuff like this. UFC 321. Do I want to put this in D? Man, because I'm so big on the main event, dude. You gotta understand, I'm so big on the main event. And I can't fucking see. I can't fucking see. I'm a Tom Aspinall fan at the end of the day. And I will protect my boy no matter what. It's really, and I hate the hate he gets because this motherfucker eye pokes everyone. This guy's a known cheater, dude. He's a known cheater, and everyone wants to hate on Tom Aspinall. This guy has to get eye surgery. This guy get doubled fingered eye poked. Come on, like, but I have to put it here so low because it's a no contest. I've been wanting to watch Tom Aspinall fight for so long. He is one of the most entertaining heavyweights on the world. He is the most entertaining heavyweight on the world. Like, and I just wanted to see him fight again. And it really sucks because Sirigan had an eye poke, man. Just stop eye poking. Ain't that hard. Then Mackenzie Dare versus Vinarado Jenna Roba. Sorry about the pronunciation. That was brutal. I know. This fight was boring as shit. I can't be lying. This fight almost put me to sleep. I was so excited though to watch Tom Aspinall fight. I stayed awake. Same thing with Umar versus Mario Bautista. Nothing really happens. Umar just dominates Mario Bautista until like the Bautista had one good shot. He drops Umar with the knee. Alexander Rakas gets knocked out. Cool. Jelta Almeida needs to be cut by the UFC after that performance. So happy to give Volkov the win because Volkov deserved it, dude. If you're just gonna take someone down for 15 and lay on them 15 minutes, you don't deserve. The guy who struck you, who tried to do more damage, should win. Freaking Salkill gets another big win, dude. Beautiful knockout again. Overall, like I will say, you know what? Just because of the prelims, it's going C. Just because these are generally the best prelims we've had. Like the prelims are that good. I can't even hate on the prelims because they were that good. It's just because I'm so critical of the main events. But like, dude, Walter Walker, the heel hook specialist, is so good. Like overall, like I said, and it started off with a shitter. Like this was one of the worst fights. And I love Chris Barnett, but this is one of the worst fucking fights. And then it heats up. It heats up. The prelims: Walter Walker, Ludwig Klein versus Martiz Rebecki. The prelims were generally so good, man. Just to see that. That's why it's gonna go and see. It's gonna go see. UFC 322. Gonna go S as well because how good the main card was. Even though it's kind of like a more of a what's it called, like a DDP situation where Islam dominated. It wasn't to the point of that of what Hamzat did. Obviously, Islam dominates my boy JDM like that, which is fun. Which is fun. You know, JDM was my boy at the end of the day, and he lost to a all time great in Islam. Like Islam's one of the greatest fighters of all time. I won't hate. It was just a style. It was just a boring fight to watch. I wish Islam would try to stand up more during that fight because, like, how good is Dustin Poirier, man? Just how good is Dustin? But Islam, great performance. Just dominates my boy Jack like that. This fight's even worse. Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Wang. Just boring fight. Boring. Zhang had no range the entire time. She couldn't get anything going. Let me move that webcam real quick. Couldn't get anything going the entire time. Sorry, I'm just moving that webcam. Now, then Shevchenko would just lay on Zhang the entire time. So, like, out of the main events were so shit. But, dude, the lead up to it was so good. Michael Morales absolutely dominates Sean Brady, knocks him out in the first. One of the most impressive wins of the year. I was quite surprised because he kept his hands low the entire time, man, entire time. And Sean Brady couldn't do anything, couldn't. This one's I'm more mad about because I took Leon Edwards to win, but Carlos Price beats Leon Edwards. I thought Leon was going to use his grappling and play very rangy. He did do that in the first, and Carlos Price got into his head and just knocks Leon out in one of the most goofy fashions you could possibly see. And one of the most goofy knockouts as well is Benir Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis. Legit, like 2 hits on the side of the head, and freaking got Benir knocked out. But the lead up, like, look at these knockouts, man. They happen so fast. Oh, so beautiful. And we got Bo Nickel doing his best Leon Edwards fucking impression. Freaking Romy Kovalev versus the RoboCop dude. Like, this is a good card. And Ethan Ewan, I had no idea who this guy was. And he made a fan that night. He put on a banger. I cannot believe this did not win fight of the night. This was one of the best fights of the night. This was an absolutely beautiful scrap, dude. Beautiful scrap. And we got the final pay-per-view of the year. UFC 323. And UFC 323, UFC 323 is going in A tier. This is a great card to end the year, honestly. Even though it didn't have like a lot of the big names and stuff, Marab and Peter Yan was an absolute banger of a fight. Peter Yan, just absolutely legacy changing fight. Just such a legacy changing fight for Peter Yan. Stops the machine in just such an impressive fashion. Marab is the decision machine. And guess what? Peter Yan beat him in a decision. That's insane. That's insane. Uh I still can't get over this. I still can't get over how Peter Yan outclassed Marab. I just can't. And then Joshua Van versus Pantoja. Pantoja basically breaks his arm or dislocates his shoulder. So not that much. Really sad to see. That sucks because that would have made if this fight would have happened, this fight card would probably be in last year. Probably because the main card was really good. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuya Taro. My goat Tatsuya Taro gets a knockout win over Brandon Moreno. Was there early stoppage? Maybe, but maybe not. Tatsuya Taro, do not care about Manel Cobb. Tatsuya Taro should be getting the next title shot, man. Or less, if you can give Manel Cobb, do it at least on the Houston card or something. Make it quick, then whoever the champ, make them fight Tatsuya Taro in Japan. That would be badass. Then Henry Cejudo versus Payne Talbot, an absolute scrap of a fight. Henry Cejudo puts his heart out there, heart to go against Payne Talbot, and Payne Talbot wins, and now he's ranked. Payne Talbot absolutely puts on a performance of a lifetime as well. Both these guys, it was a scrap, man. It was a really, I like when Payne Talbot freaking takes down Henry Cejudo. That was so funny, so funny. And then, even though this was a draw, this was a pretty fun fight through and throughout. Um, Bogdan gets almost knocks out Jan Blachowicz in the second. 10-8 him, basically. That's what I thought. And yeah, that's what they counted as. And Jan Blachowicz almost knocks out Bongon Guskovs in the third. So basically, that's a draw. But it was a fun fight. And Grant Dawson gets chinned by Manuel Torres. I should have guessed that because he did get chinned by Bobby Green. Anything's possible. Still very happy about the performance of Chris Duncan, what he put on Terrence McKinney. I said Terrence McKinney was going to blitz. I believe Chris Duncan's chin was decent enough to survive that. And who cares about this fight? Then Fizium and Sadikov said the prelims. These are generally one of the best prelims, man. This is why it could go in S tier as well, dude. The prelims are so good because Fizium absolutely shocks me as well. Puts on a beautiful performance. This is why he's ranked now. He's ranked 15th. Bruno Ferreira, I can't believe he's not. He puts on a good ass performance as well over Marvin Vittori. Edson versus Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner gets a knockout. And performance of the night, dude. Ero versus Iba. Dude, this was also a banger, dude. The first freaking minute, dude. I don't know who was gonna get knocked out here. Someone was getting chinned. I just don't know who, and I was guessed wrong. What a beautiful fight! Like, what a beautiful card overall, dude. What a beautiful card. UFC 323 was a great way to end a year, great way to end ESPN era. Mm, I'm gonna put UFC 322 on A, and because this is a hot take, because how good the prelims were. The prelims was so good, and the main event was so good. I have to do it because these all three main events here were amazing, and this one was also amazing. These two, but dude, this is like I think this is gonna be this is gonna be the final. Let's see what else can I do. I put nah. I just leave it as is. I'm gonna leave it as is. Hope you guys enjoy my tier list. Um, hope you guys click that like and subscribe. And I hope you guys just have a great rest of your day. Happy New Year's, guys. I actually real quick, tell you guys what's going on with my schedule. So I'm gonna probably have one more video posted before the new year happens. Probably most likely of just me saying who's fighter of the year, submission of the year, like that type of video, fighter reward video, basically. I want to do that will be out by either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, but I'm gonna have it done by tomorrow, like recorded and everything. And so I'm gonna keep. Then I won't be posting for so I'm taking a vacation January 5th through January 1st to the 5th. So I won't be posting at all during that stretch. But when I get back, we will. We're gonna have some banger videos, even more. I'm gonna keep the streak going. We're gonna keep on uploading. I'm gonna try to